Since some very cool people have revamped King Bino's Slayer spreadsheet, which was pretty outdated and had a lot of unnecessary features, I thought it would be helpful to make a short video running through the features of the new spreadsheet. Before anything else, you need to click File and make a copy. This will make it so that you can make changes to the spreadsheet. Once it loads, you will want to go to the RSN tab and just enter your RSN. This will make it so that the spreadsheet can gather your stats. On the main tab of the spreadsheet, you'll find a column with some configurations that will impact the Slayer rates on the spreadsheet. You can see the XP rates of different tasks under the XP rates sheet, which I will explain in more detail shortly. You should change these settings, these configurations, to suit your playstyle. The columns labeled Duradel and NEVE display statistics such as your average long-term XP per hour rates and the long-term points gained or lost per task. These numbers will automatically change when you update other areas of the spreadsheet, so you don't have to worry about doing any calculations or whatever. And below these two columns is just some information about how much combat experience you'll gain through achieving 200 mil Slayer based on your current task/combat style selection. Only one of the next two sheets should actually be edited. So if you'll be using Duradel as your Slayer Master, edit the Duradel sheet. If you'll be using NEVE as your Slayer Master, edit the NEVE sheet. I will be using the Duradel sheet as a demonstration because that's the master that most people will be using. So onto the Duradel sheet. The top of the sheet is actually pretty self-explanatory. Monsters that you've elected to fight, so like monsters that you're not skipping or blocking, will be shown here alongside some useful statistics. The information displayed here is altered based on the selections that you make below. So if you scroll down, you'll see the list of monsters that Duradel is able to assign you, and these monsters are actually listed in task weight order rather than alphabetical order. Next to the names of the NPCs is the status column. For tasks which are unlocked by default, there are three options. That's a bad example. Do, skip, and block. Tasks which must be unlocked, so like Tazar, will feature an extra option which is not unlocked. You should edit this column to reflect how you'll be handling each task. The completion percentage column should only be edited if you're planning to do a task in a certain quantity. A common example of this is Steel Dragons. Unextended Steel Dragons can be assigned in a quantity ranging from 10 to 20. So if you aimed to do Steel Dragons in quantities ranging from 10 to 15, you would change the number in the completion percentage column to 50% because you would be completing 50% of the Steel Dragon tasks assigned to you. The version column describes which variant of the monster you'll be fighting. So because I'll be fighting baby black dragons rather than the higher level regular black dragons, I just keep the version listed as baby. Edit the extension column based on whether you will extend the task or not. Tasks which you can't extend will have the default response of not applicable or NA. Edit the bracelet column based on which silver bracelet you will be using when fighting that monster. If you will be using like Ferocious Gloves or Barrow's Gloves, then just select the non option. And the option you select for the combat style column will change the experience rates you gain while fighting that NPC, and the rates of each combat style is listed on the XP rates sheet. The custom option should be selected if you've entered custom XP rates on the XP rates sheet. And the melee training column is pretty self-explanatory. Just change it based on what melee training option you'll be using. The next sheet, which is the NEVE sheet, behaves the same way as the Duradel sheet. It lists NPCs in task weight order, and you should edit the corresponding sheet to the Slayer Master that you'll be using. Something I forgot to mention while recording initially was the extra configurations featured on the Duradel/NEVE sheets. Enabling the Superiors option will change your Slayer rates to include the bonus XP you gain from killing a superior monster. Enabling the Slayer Cape configuration will increase the amount of points gained per task on the sheet because it reflects the 1 in 10 chance of getting a repeat task while having the Slayer or Muckscape in your inventory, which means less skipping. And enabling the Bone Crusher configuration will show passive prayer experience gains over the course of the skill from having the item enabled in your inventory. The XP rates cheat lists the experience rates for each task when using either Mage or a melee. The rates assigned to a task when using melee have melee in parentheses. The rates assigned to a task when using Mage have Mage in parentheses. There is an option to enter custom rates in the first 4 columns of the sheet for each master. I hope this wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, feel free to send one through the Skilling Methods Discord, but please make sure you read the FAQ first. I'll also leave my Discord tag in the description of the video if you would like to contact me personally. Thank you for watching.